Hi, hello, namaste. Welcome back to Needs of Children. We are discussing about 8th standard English medium social science, in that history, chapter number 6, rise of Jainism and Buddhism. In the previous video, we get the information about the reasons behind the rise of Jainism and Buddhism, even the concept of Jainism. Let's come to in this session, we are going to get the information about Buddhism. The founder of Buddhism known as Gautama Buddha. So let's come to about early life of Gautama Buddha known as Siddhartha. Siddhartha, who later became known as Gautama Buddha, was born in the 6th century B.C.E. His father Shuddodhana was the king of Republic of Shakya. So here these pictures, it's highlighting about the Siddhartha or Gautama Buddha. Renouncing kingly luxury and familial happiness, Siddhartha became a hermit. He has been identified some of the very important incidents in his life. When he was went to the city around, he has been identified some of the incidents. So the concept of the person, one who is on become as a old, and the person one who is died, and these are all the concept has been not experienced by Siddhartha. That means he does not know about that. Those are all the things. Even a person is becoming as a aged, and the person will be going to die, and the person will be going to suffer from the sick. So these are all, it has been a lot of those are all the questions. It is not raised in the mind of the Siddhartha. In that way, his father Shuddodhana has brought up. That is the reason he could not identify why the person will be going to become as a sick, become a old, and even the life will be going to end once upon a day. So these are all the incidents has been created in the mind of Siddhartha. Lot of changes. Disillusioned with the prevailing ways of life, he embarked upon a quest, nothing but question of truth. Attaining enlightenment, he became Buddha. So before that, he renounced his luxurious life. He left his son as well as his wife. Then after, he went to meditation. Then after, he got the enlightenment and became as a Siddhartha into Gautama Buddha. After becoming Buddha, the Enlightened One, he first went to Sarnath near Banaras. There in the deer park, he gave his first ceremony. This has been called as Dharma Chakra Pravarthana. So what you are seeing, that is considered as a Dharma Chakra Pravarthana. Here he preached the 4 noble truths and the Eightfold Path. Let's come to the very important 4 noble truths were declared, that the whole world is full of sorrow and suffering. They also explain the root cause of sorrow. Buddha realized that. The second concept, desire was the root cause for the sorrow. Only by the liberation of excessive desires could be a peaceful life be led. And Buddha preached the Eightfold Paths for eliminating desires. So the eliminating of desires are called as the middle path. Buddha's the Eightfold Paths are, among that, the right to action, right to speech, right vision, right livelihood, and the 5th one, right effort, right recollection, right resolve, right thought. So these are the very important 8-fold paths has been taught by Gautama Buddha. So the followers of new religion, wealthy merchants, artisans, and common people were inspired by the new teachings. Buddha gave his messages in Prakrit language, the language of common man, and related to them into various aspects of their tradition. The atmosphere of new cities changed the ways of the life of people. The new religions became a ray of hope in the changed circumstances. Buddhism especially took on a new role of transforming the lives of people. You can see the spreading of Buddhism. So it took birth in the India, then after it is reached to Afghanistan, Tibet, Ceylon, nothing but Sri Lanka, Burma, China, Korea, Japan, even Java. So these are the countries accepted as their national religion. Buddha and his followers visited Kosala, Magadha and many cities on the Gangetic plain and spread his messages there. They walked from one city to another and devoted their lives for others. Finally, in his 8th year, Buddha's glorious life is come to an end. The selfless service came to be an end at Kushinagar. This has been called as Mahapari Nirvana. The death of Gautama Buddha, it is called as the Mahapari Nirvana. Some of the architecture of Buddhism. Viharas were constructed in all the areas in which Buddha wandered. People preserved his relics and bones in chaityalayas and stupas, and in memory of his accomplishments started worshipping him. This was how the first temples, idols and idol worship began. So here we can see the architecture of Buddhism. After Buddha's death, his followers collected his teachings and the traditions in the form of called as the Tripitakas. The Tripitakas were called as, these are Vinaya, Dhamma and Abhidhamma Pitakas. Vinaya Pitaka, Dhamma Pitaka and Abhidhamma Pitaka. So the followers of Gautama Buddha, his teachings and traditions were formed called as the Tripitakas. Tripitakas are the holy book of Buddhists. So they are called as Vinaya, Dhamma and Abhidhamma Pitakas. So over a period of time, some of the disagreements has been developed on the teachings of Gautama Buddha, and different branches of Buddhism sprang up. So they are divided into as a Hinayana, Mahayana and Vajrayana, and their sutras they are came into being. So these are we can consider as a branches of Buddhism. Today we see many organizations across the globe adopting different ways of realizing Buddha. So after this, some of the foreign inventions. During this period, there sprang up city-states in Greece. Ancient Persia had grown into a powerful empire. These two areas engaged in continual conflicts. The Achaemenians were one group who ruled Persia. In the 6th century BCE, King Darius of this dynasty established a strong empire. His kingdom extended up to the Indian border during his time. Then after the very important invader named called as Alexander the Great. In the 4th century BCE, the Macedonian king Alexander won over the Greek city-states and captured Persia. Thus, even the part of Persian kingdom which had spread up to the Indian border came under the control of Alexander. After overpowering Persia, Alexander entered India through the passes of Kandahar and Hindu Kush. He advanced till Ravi and Beas rivers, and unable to proceed further, he crossed the Indian border through the river Zalem, and on his way back he died at Babylonia. So this is the foreign invention while Gautama Buddha was spreading his principles, traditions. So that is the Alexander the Great. He was invaded on India while he was going back to Babylonia. In Babylonia, he was died. So that's it about the concept of Buddhism. I hope you have understood till now what we are discussed. In case if you're having any doubts, the entire lesson, you can comment in the comment box. I will solve your doubts and I will come back with the next video. Until, keep watching my channel. Thank you. Have a nice day. See you in the next session. Bye bye. Take care.